So welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you all the best settings in Valorant to increase your FPS but also make the game still look good. So to put it simply, we are pretty much just balancing frame rate and good graphics. But before we get into this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We are trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2020 and all your support is greatly appreciated. Also go and follow me on Twitter if you haven't done so already and join my Discord server to keep up to date with me. But with all that being said, let's get into the video and I hope you guys do enjoy. So first we are going to be talking about what is considered good and bad when it comes to FPS. So below 30 FPS I would say is kind of like, it's pretty bad to be honest. I don't want to be like that kind of person, but if you're playing an online game and someone's got 60 frames and you're playing on like 20, normally you're going to get outplayed unless obviously you're better than them. But around like 30 to 60 is like, it's good, it's decent, but you don't need to worry too much about this tutorial. But obviously this tutorial will help you if you're at like 30 or 40 to get up to like 60, 70, 80 or even like 100 if it's that much of a jump. It could be a massive jump for you all. But anything around 60 FPS is actually good. If you're getting like from 60 or above, that's great honestly. And that is the kind of thing you want to aim for. If you can get like 144 frames per second, you are like perfect. That's amazing. You don't need like 300 frames per second, even though it would be a lot better. But 144 or like 60, even if you got like 60, that is still like the what gaming PCs and all that are trying to run. I'm gonna hop into Valorant now and show you all my settings. So I'll see you all in Valorant. So guys, I'm actually in Valorant now and I'm going to be showing you all the best settings for Valorant. So I'm going to go actually into the settings right now. So accessibility, the text language, I'm just going to go for English because you know I'm English. The enemy highlight colour though, this is when I'll actually have to try and talk about it. So red is like the default and I'm going to go into the training room quickly and show you all the difference. So I'm going to go into the range and basically it's, you know, the outline of the characters and your enemies, that's basically what it'll be. So the normal is red and then you can either have purple or yellow either. I'm going to show you all of them right now. Why am I speaking so fast? Yeah, so in here we're going to go and F3, we're just going to go on spawn. There we go. So this is them with yellow outlines and then go to controls, general, this is red and then this is purple. I prefer it on yellow. And that's pretty much all I wanted to show. Mouse sensitivity, all I'm going to say, sensitivity is your personal preference. I have mine on 0.8, but like if it's on 10 it's like crazy high. Let me turn up my DPI. Like you can just tell it's way too much, but 0.8 is like the perfect part for me because I've got a large size mouse pad and I can do about 1.5 spins, I think. About a third. That's perfect for me because then I keep my mouse in the middle, so then if someone comes from beyond I can just flick and just shoot them. I can go like bang. Obviously I didn't hit anything, but invert mouse, turn that off. Cycle to next / previous weapons wraps inventory, I have that off as well. Minimap, I have, okay I can't really show it, but basically it's default on rotate. But to learn the maps I recommend keeping it on fixed, and keep player centered, I turn that off. Minimap size is a default of 1.1, I turn mine down to 0.8 and the zoom I keep at 0.9. Vision cones I keep on. It just adds a little bit of clutter, but like it is worth it in the long run. And here we are. So the map, show map region names, I put it on always and then I've just left the rest of these as on. But you could turn these off if you need to, but bullet tracers I recommend that you definitely need to keep that on because let's say someone's shooting, like you can see how my bullet is traveling. So wait, I'm gonna just show you. So like, I'm shooting and you can see my bullet. So let's say that this is our enemy and they see a bullet get fired across here. They will know that someone, so let's say they're here, they'll see the bullet going by and then they'll see that they'll know someone's from either here or from here. But then that'll help you and give you just a little bit of an advantage. Controls. These are mainly personal preference, but I recommend obviously W, A, S and D. Default movement, I just keep that on default, and then walk, left shift. I have everything on default honestly, except for I have crouch on C because that's my personal preference. So then I choose to have my C ability on control. Then literally the only other thing I've changed is in my interface to show the scoreboard, I have it on the the one next to 1 instead of on tab, because it's just a bit more of a stretch, because I'm addicted to in games being like, whoa, checking the leaderboard instead of actually concentrating on the game. So that's more of like a personal thing. Controls are really personal. Crosshair, I have actually done a video on this, so if you want to go check that out and the best crosshairs, I'll leave that in the description down below, and I'll also put, you know, the little eye thing, I will put that up now. You'll probably have saw it like 5 seconds ago, but yeah, I'm going to leave that in the description for you all if you want to go watch it. I'll probably put it on the end screen as well, just for you. But yeah, that's my crosshair right now. I've been mixing it up a bit, but let's go to video settings. So this is probably the best place to go for video settings, honestly, because it's the best place to improve your FPS. But we're going to start with the general. So resolution, this is your monitor's resolution. Mine is 1920 by 1080. And 144 Hz. You don't have to copy my settings, of course, but most people it's going to be 1920 by 1080. Some people it might be 2560 by 1440 if you've got a 1440p monitor. The Hertz is your monitor's refresh rate. Most of you will probably have 60, either or 144, and some might have 240. Display mode, always go for full screen, because if you're on windowed full screen or windowed, honestly, it will decrease your FPS. The monitor, you just select your monitor. I've only got one, so, you know, aspect ratio, I've kept that on letterbox. Limit FPS on battery. Well, this is only for laptops, and it's when they're low on battery, you can limit the FPS. I have that on for some reason. I'm going to turn that off because I don't have a laptop. Limit FPS in the menus, I've just kept it at 144. I'll turn that off, actually. I'm just going to turn off all the limited FPS. But limit FPS in background, this one, honestly, you should turn it off because it caps it at 30. You could increase it to like 144 or whatever. I don't know why I did 310. I'm going to get rid of that and put that back to 30. But that means that if you go in and you've been running at 30 to 100 and you're playing at 144, actually, it's going to have to take time to go back up. And limit FPS always is just like a cap for everything, pretty much, is the best way to explain it. Graphics quality. These are the most important for FPS. So material, I'm going to show you high, medium, low, all that kind of stuff. So material quality, here's high, here's medium, and here's low. I don't see a difference. I just put it on medium because honestly, I'm going to quickly stats. I'm going to put that on text only so you can see FPS. So let's put it on high. We get like 150, medium, about 160, low, about 160, 170 I saw. So you can tell it improves your FPS, and all I can see in the difference is like when I go from low to medium and then to high, I can just see like the texture slightly change, but it's more like the brightness. Texture quality, this is supposed to be the actual quality of the textures. So high, and then medium and low. I don't see a difference, honestly, but as you can see in the top corner, my FPS does see the difference. Because you got high. Actually, no, it doesn't. It does make a decent difference. I'm going to turn the FPS off now. Then detail quality, high. And then you got medium, which I do see the difference. It's mainly just like shaders and stuff. And then low. But I recommend putting, like, I just recommend everything on medium. But obviously, you can change this around your computer. So if you can run a really low end computer, you might as well just like run it on low. You know, even though the graphics won't look as good, it will still help you run at like 30 or 60 FPS because this game is really optimized for low-end computers. Detail quality, again, this is high. Wait, I've just shown detail. UI, this is high, this is medium, and this is low. I don't really see a difference except for like this like the brightness of it. I'm going to keep that on medium like I have. Vignette, that's how you say it, I think. That is literally, if you look around the outside corners, it's just a dark thing. I recommend turning that off. Well, you should turn it off no matter what. It gives an FPS boost and it doesn't even give a performance boost, so, you know, you might as well get rid of it. And then VSync, also turn that off. It will increase FPS and also decrease your input delay. Because if you didn't know, having VSync on actually does increase your input delay. Because it just does. Anti-aliasing, I'd recommend, if you do put on any sort of anti-aliasing, go for MSA 4 times, MSA 2 times. Don't go for FXAA. Trust me, it doesn't help. It just like these corners, it makes them more smooth. but I don't mind. I just have mine off. This anthroposcopic filtering, I can't see a difference between like 16 times and 1 times. I'm trying to like find a difference, but I can't, and the only difference I get is a difference in FPS. So when you put it on 1 times compared to 16, I get around like extra like 10 frames, so I'll have it on 1 times. Improved clarity, I have that off. Distortion, shadows, and enhanced gun visuals I have off, because shadows, it's not even like the shadows of other people. If you look on our hand right now, you can see a shadow, right? And then turn shadows off. That's all that shadows is. It's just that little shadow on us, and we get an extra couple frames from that. So obviously I'm gonna keep that on. And then here, stats, I just hide all of these. Audio, I have my master volume on really low and I have the rest on default. It's just better for me. Voice chat output device, I haven't sorted out these, but you should have, you know, your headset, and then your microphone, incoming volume, you know, all this stuff. Loopback, mic sensitivity threshold, that's pretty much how loud does it have to be for your microphone to pick it up. So if you, so I'm gonna have to put this back to default. I'm keeping my finger on my screen just so I can see, but if you turn that all the way down, you'll hear a lot more background noise, but if you turn it all the way up, you might not be able to hear you. So mine's just in the default around the middle. Party voice chat I have on, all these, like, these are obviously personal preference. I have push to talk on so that I can press T, and then as you can see there, I am talking. It's just a lot easier than actually being able to hear everything, because, you know, if something happens, you don't want to hear them. Then voiceovers, I have everything on except for void, Dux, flavor, VO. What? I don't even know what that is, to be honest. I'm gonna wait. Let's have a look. What even is that? I don't really care, to be honest. It sounds like something you don't need. No one's really got that on, but this is it. That's all the settings that I've been going through. Literally, general, it's just enemy highlight color and your mouse sensitivity that you mainly need to change. Personal preference, minimap, I've already shown you what you should do probably, and then other controls, it's personal preference. Crosshair, it's personal preference, but there are some good crosshairs that I show in my video. I just don't want to make this one a bit too long. Graphics quality, I've shown you the best for FPS. You can do all low, but I recommend medium, and then everything else off or as low as possible. And that gives you like that balance between graphics and actual like FPS. And then audio quality, I've just shown you like what I do, but there's not really much that you can say, honestly. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Go and join my Discord server if you haven't already, and follow me on Twitter to keep up to date with me, and also just to interact with people just like you. And thank you all for watching this video. Let's try and get 25 likes on this video, and that's it for this video. I've said video way too many times, but you know, have a fantastic day, and I will see you all in the next video. Stay safe.
Bring it right back to the ends, and I'm back on the transplant, sold down shows out back for revenge. They don't really want to get it when I tap into the vision, when I'm back on the raps on tracks like I am not one of you, they never heard of me. Path is not written, so do not refer to me. They gon' be feeling this for an eternity. Money, ridiculous, second absurdities. And now I'm back for revenge. I'm leaving you on the bench.